coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Swift Current RCMP kicked off the new year on a busy note with an all-day standoff in the 300 block of Cowie Crescent on Monday. It's the start of a new year, and you'll be digging a little deeper into your wallet as Swift Current Light and Power customers are now facing another rate increase. And a special memorial was unveiled on the anniversary of the horrific accident, honoring Scott Kruger, Trent Kresse, Mantyka and Brent Ruff.
Thanks for joining us here today. A standoff with local police was the center of attention in a Swift Current neighborhood earlier this week. We have more in today's top story.
Swift Current RCMP kicked off the new year on a busy note with an all-day standoff in the 300 block of Cowie Crescent on Monday. As their initial investigation revealed there were possible firearms inside the residence, the RCMP emergency response team was called in to assist at the scene. As a further precaution, a residential apartment building was evacuated and the surrounding road access was blocked by police throughout the day. Around 4:30 that afternoon, 18-year-old Nicholas Neufeld of Swift Current and 22-year-old Courtney Hill of Gull Lake were arrested as they left the building. Both were charged with obstructing a police officer and appeared in provincial court this week. Then 3 hours later, 32-year-old Jordan Marlowe from Swift Current, who was wanted on a Canada-wide warrant for numerous drug charges, was arrested on site, also without incident, and taken into custody. Marlowe appeared before the judge in Swift Current this week facing numerous drug charges, stemming from an initial drug bust on December 21st in the city, where approximately $100,000 worth of drugs were seized at a downtown residence. Marlowe's charges include the possession of cocaine, codeine, methamphetamine, all for the purpose of trafficking, along with the possession of marijuana, $5,000 in cash, and refusing to exit the premises on Cowie Crescent. Marlowe is remanded in custody until his next court appearance on January the 9th. According to a media release from the RCMP, no shots were fired during the standoff in Swift Current, and there's still no word at this point in time if firearms were located at the apartment complex, as the RCMP investigation is still underway. Wishing you the best this holiday season and into the new year. For Mayor Dennis Perot, City Council, and staff of the City of Swift Current. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Chinook Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, serving Southwest Saskatchewan since 1976. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Anderson, Member of Parliament for Cypress Hills Grasslands. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the board, management, and staff of the Cypress Health Region.
Well, if you receive some extra cash for Christmas, you'll be putting it towards your utility bill this year. We find out more in this report.
It's the start of a new year, and you'll be digging a little deeper into your wallet as Swift Current Light and Power customers are now facing another rate increase. As of January the 1st, an average 3.6% system average electrical increase took effect. And once broken down, this results in an average monthly increase of $2.50 for apartments, $4 for the average home, and $5.50 for a large residence. And on the commercial front, all businesses will see an average increase of 3.6% of their total annual billing.
This increase was scheduled to happen when SaskPower made their original rate application in May of 2016. They had applied with the Saskatchewan Rate Review Panel for 2 rate increases, one in July of 2016 and one subsequent one in January of 2017. As we always do, we just follow along with SaskPower's rates, make sure that we're in a competitive position and fair position for all our customers, the same as SaskPower, so everybody pays the same prices for electricity throughout the province.
The City of Swift Current and the City of Saskatoon are the only 2 resellers of SaskPower's utility in the province.
get in and start playing with nuclear power, you're going to get more radiation and more cancer and more everything else. And I think we don't need it.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Pinnacle Financial in Swift Current. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Gus, Louie, and George at the K Steakhouse and Motel. Book your Christmas party or New Year's celebration today. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the staff and management of Pioneer Co-op, celebrating 80 years in Southwest Saskatchewan. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Merritt and family, MLA for Wood River.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation, keeping healthcare strong in Southwest Saskatchewan.
Those times when I thought that he was just very quiet and shy and withdrawing a little bit, that he was probably depressed and I didn't know it.
And you think that this is a short-term thing. In a week or two, he's going to be back to normal, but that's not the case.
A new monument off the Trans-Canada Highway is paying tribute to 4 Swift Current Broncos.
December 30th, 1986 is a day many won't forget, as 4 players of the Swift Current Broncos were killed in a bus accident near the outskirts of the city. Now 30 years later, and a special memorial was unveiled on the anniversary of the horrific accident, honoring Scott Kruger, Trent Kresse, Mantyka and Brent Ruff, where family and friends had the opportunity to reflect on the dedication to the 4 Broncos and its impact on their families.
It certainly is a mixed bag of emotions, from tears to joy to, but certainly, when events like this happen, you try and draw all the good things from them, and certainly there's a lot of good things, about that monument today and the everlasting effect it'll have on the community here and all the families going forward.
There were certain times, like, it wasn't 30 years ago, it was like not very long ago it happened. It rekindled a lot of memories. It doesn't go away. You think that sometimes that this is supposed to live its life out, but it doesn't. The 20th anniversary was up, now the 30th, and it keeps coming up, and I appreciate it because the boys haven't been forgotten.
A project which has been in the works for the past 30 years, thanks to the efforts of Bill Lee, who hosted various golf tournaments and other avenues of fundraising.
We finally got that site, and then I got a few friends together. I had 12,000 lousy dollars. I had a very good business, so I kept throwing a few dollars in every once in a while. I knew every one of them boys, and they were all just unbelievable kids. I love that damn Scotty Kruger. He was an unbelievable kid. He meant a lot to me.
And with the monument now in place, there's still some work left to be finalized at the site, eventually turning it into a rest stop for travelers.
I need to get security cameras because I've had a couple of young guys roaring in and out of there already, kind of causing a little bit of havoc. So I really want to get security cameras. I don't live far down the road, so I can put it in my house and watch it all the time. And then after that, of course, you can see there's a lot of landscaping on the north side that has to be complete. I want to put a hedge all the way on the west side to block the wind, and 4 trees, 1 for each boy. We're going to put 1 different type of tree for each one of them.
A lasting tribute for these 4 Swift Current Broncos, while providing a sense of closure for their families and the community as a whole. Anyone wishing to make a monetary donation to the expansion of the memorial site can do so by contacting Bill Lee or making their donation directly at Swift Current City Hall.
The last person I think that people ever felt that would have been inducted into the Swift Current Broncos Hall of Fame was Sheldon Kennedy. We have to and we can move beyond tragic events, and there's hope.
The town of Maple Creek is Southwest Saskatchewan's hub for holiday shopping and dining, all at a relaxed pace. Several shops are conveniently open until 9 p.m. on Thursdays in December. Maple Creek, the perfect shopping and dining excursion. For more details, check out our website at oldcowtown.ca.
During the holiday season, more than ever, our thoughts turn gratefully to those who have supported us this past year. In this spirit, we sincerely say thank you from the bottom of our heart. We wish you abundance, happiness, and peace in a new year filled with hope. From all of us at Lens Plumbing and Heating,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. And to all of our viewers celebrating Christmas now by the Julian calendar, Christos Narodeusha. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.